look out. Elliott's gone. Keselowski, Reddick, 2 playoff drivers in this wreck. And the car goes over. Tyler Reddick has flipped. There's contact. Contact maybe with Truex and Elliott. That was the spark.
It is. Truex and Elliott side by side. I don't know if it's contact or just arrow tight, but the 9 of Elliott up the racetrack, not meaning to, catches the 45. Around goes the 45, and as the 45 gets in here, he hops onto the quarter mile and gets upside down. Crazy looking accident for Tyler Reddick in the 45.
Just going by Noah. A little bit of contact on with the right front fender. Car turned sideways and just flipped in the air. That is, quite honestly, that's just not acceptable. There's no way that a car, when it turns like that, should get up in the air that easily. There has been millions of dollars and hours of time spent to prevent that from happening. That's going to catch everybody by surprise.
And you see right there, slide, that gives you a great view of the whole underbody we talk about, the underwing, everything that people talk about for damage, and then here it catches the grass and a couple pretty violent tumbles. I mean, you said it, Rick, 3,000 pounds. It looks like a matchbox.
2 for 5th in a big wreck. The 88 gets caught up in Carson Kvapil. The caution comes out. That will end the race. Upside down and over. Goes to 28. So Kyle Sieg back on his wheels.
Straight away. Like somebody got in the right rear of Kvapil, and that just piled everybody up. Sieg upside down into the wall.
Wow, what a long slide all the way down to the grass and then flipped back over.
Oh, he's upside down. Over and over, Logano goes between 3 and 4. No. Our car will come back to rest on all 4 tires. Heavy crash here on lap.
Really just kind of a stack-up effect. Like was one of them got on the brakes and kind of forced. Yeah, look at Tony Stewart just missing this crash. Man, here's where it really gets exciting. Man.
We talked about that there's nowhere to go as you come off of these corners, and when something like this happens, you make a commitment, and you've got one opportunity really to miss this wreck. Tony Stewart did a great job. Some others got caught up in. Let's drive along with Tony Stewart here. See it develop right in front of him. He actually got into the back of the 20 as he
Oh, Briscoe gets loose. Austin Wayne Self around. Heavy contact with the 99 of Peters up and over. That brought out the final caution in the wild ride endured by Timothy Peters.
It looked like the 22 of Austin Wayself just got a little bit loose on exit of turn number 4. Got into Johnny Sauter. Watch him get loose on the bottom. Gets into Johnny a little bit. Turns him sideways. Ben Rhodes able to get by. Timothy commits to the bottom. Austin Wayne comes down there. A wild ride for Timothy.
Great train in there.
And she lost about 10 spots. Oh, we got trouble coming off of 2 already.
Matt Kenseth is around a hard hit. Kenseth took a hard hit.
Oh, we got somebody on their head.
Donnie Nuremberg in 52 goes tumbling down the backstretch and then in the inside wall.
Just touches him coming off the corner. Kenseth does everything he can to save it. And then here comes the rest of the field, and forget it. Johnny Sauter got hit hard.
We talked about it earlier in the day. There is nowhere to hide when trouble breaks out here. If you're behind it, you're probably going to be in it.
Johnny Sauter goes to the bottom of the racetrack, and that turned out to be exactly the wrong place to be. Look at Nuremberger just flipping.
Trouble turn 2. Casey Mears. Ooh, gets tagged and nowhere hard for Dale Earnhardt Jr. to go in that 88 car. 2 more cars hard in the wall behind them. One is Hornish. Someone has run underneath the 5 car, it looks like. The other's Reed Sorensen, and Mears ends up on his roof.
But now this is when it really is bizarre. Watch this.
Hornish already had damage, and the hood was up so far.
Oh, big crash in turn
turn number 2, David Ruderman.
Oh, goodness. 6 gets, it's like, oh, my gosh.
Goodness gracious.
Wow. Like Boris said, got into the 6 car. David Reagan. Oh.